You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the June 27, 2023 meeting of the Long Beach Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Sorry, I forgot to start it. I should have warned you. I mean, the people are listening, but it just wasn't recording.
Okay, so yeah, just know those there to Ross first and you second or the both.
It doesn't matter. You can send her to me and then I can copy Ross.
Okay, awesome. So that. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for the purpose of the recording, we're only 4 minutes into the meeting and we did approve March minutes and half of the activities coordinator update. And then that was it. That's all you missed. Okay, Beach Garden Club update.
I sent information to the meeting and all over and you can follow details. Basically, I got almost all the mentors are landed. We have a team of 7 people that are working on that. We are looking for additional volunteers from Beach Garden Club to handle the stuff like work. And drop me the content. Okay, first workshop. Saturday. The other thing that I'll talk about is starts and lighter. Zach was sending.
Oh, nice.
We're going to see if the artists will give us a picture of what they have and maybe we'll be able to put them on the various. I have a PR 20 on this that has social media, newspapers, flyers, etc.
So you,
Google copies so we can make some of the
yeah, and same thing, digital for me and I'll get it posted. Okay,
there's that we have to get
perfect.
everything on. And this is in the Jersey. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Whatever page I have. The next one will be page with more of the progress. And so,
Can I see that just from, I mean, I'll give it back to you when you leave.
oh, you can keep it in. Your copy. If you do it, I'll give you the copy of the spreadsheet if you have other ideas where you should apply it. I'll put them back to you like a copy. So you can set it out if you want to. So, yeah. It's
Yeah, I got it.
right. What did you do wrong? Yeah. And then the last update is I met with Servicescape and talked with Healy about planning for the park. So right now we come up with the 800 square foot the path for the Memorial Park and the courthouse. So just a couple details, flavors of the big grateful papers on it. And so we need to get reports through a couple people on papers that we'll use. And so everybody says paper, they know, pick your brand, they're gonna wear out all the time and they expose the packets.
Yeah, they practically use it, the Tiana Garden.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's gonna be a little.
We talked to the combination.
Didn't kind of look back right, but you know, we can do that on the landscape. They're here. They told me to go see the country club at Michigan. Grand Beach.
Grand Beach, yeah.
Grand Beach. Oh, Grand Beach. All right. That they have a combination. In writing and papers.
Oh, okay.
So they generally will be reporting. I see what you think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, since we talked about art in the park, is there anything else on art in the park? Joy? No? Okay.
One that we are, sending out a letter to all the tenants of the community center that we're having. Sending out a letter to all the tenants of the community center. We had homes. That they will be selling some posters, the benefit of the building. As the tenants, if you want to put up brochures or about business, or we have people there, so hopefully they participate. I don't know why most of it. They will make and stuff like that. Well, I don't know, get it to be there for to fail. They can. Or they like need us opportunity to get in it. So we're not going to come to them. That's it.
Okay, stop update. I think there's only two. It's just the same ones that have been on the list forever. The metal railing at 21 and 23. Thought there was going to be progress. Was there progress? Do you know, Anita?
No, now I'm not getting I was getting phone calls and texts,
Yeah.
and then
Close.
nothing, I get nothing.
Nothing.
Crickets.
What was their last commitment?
The last commitment was the one that that it would be done on the 28th. And since then, because I'll go down there, nothing.
Done on the 28th of,
June.
But I will say, you know, since they're putting all this together in their now.
That's what they said, but I don't understand that, and that's what I said,
it's
just let.
conceivable. It's conceivable.
I asked her when it was ready and when they knew the date, to let us know so that we could take photos or at least, you know, be aware of it.
Mhm.
And so in the text, I said, if it is because you're putting it together there and you get that, it's great, but just let me know where you are. So I don't know. All I can, I just keep trying and they'll try to get in, say we got a meeting and what's the status.
Fingers crossed, they've had amazing weather to work with. Up until recently, they've had really good weather. So you'd think they'd want to get that knocked out, but okay. We'll just continue to be frustrated. Encroachments has stopped. So I talked to Joy. I saw they doing work at 29, so they were there. They're probably not finished, but I did not see any stakes in the ground, no markings other than like pegs where they were using their survey equipment. So
Is not responding.
Okay. My guess is it's pretty close.
Yeah.
A lot of people using 29 though. Every time I go to look at it, there's a lot of people down there using it, which is great.
Mhm.
Okay, so anything else for ongoing that I missed? Don't think so. Okay, so old business, I just have this on here because it's just lingering and it, maybe do we leave it off? Just talk about it, update it every month. The stop 15.
Yeah, the opens. Set up some kind of design. Working on.
Okay, we don't have a date yet.
Then come up with a, I'll contact him and see what.
So the design meeting in July, is that open? Is that,
Yes,
that'll be here or at the stop?
but
It'll just be there. It'll be at 15? Probably, or will it be at,
it may well see.
I don't know, it might be nice to do it, unless they've got big drawings and stuff to be sat out, you know, we get it at the stop, people could show up and participate if they want to, and we could announce it
Yeah.
on Facebook and through here. Okay, so the next step is a design review, either at the stop or at Global, which is in town, right?
It is a job, Shelby company.
Okay. Okay. So either in this meeting or at the stop. Is that what you said? Regular meeting? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. New business that I was asked to put on here. So the pickleball striping on courts near the community center. That one, I wasn't sure what you meant by that idea, but now I do. That's the striping that was done, shouldn't have been done. What do we do with it?
Right, just because, it has been being used, I haven't been able to figure out if people are moving, any of the nets over from the tennis courts. I did have 2 in-person conversations with the net in Long Beach Country Club about whether it's covered us. And both times, the first time she said, oh, we had 2, and then the second time I talked to her, she said, sorry, I don't have an answer, I'll get back to you. But now it has been used twice, once or twice since Joe told me. So I didn't want to overstep boundaries with maybe you and she reaching out to Annette, whether the agreement lets us do it, but I did talk to John and Arn today. And he said it's a simple process. They sell the 5-gallon buckets of seal coat and a brush, and he said, so for $150, you could just cover the stripes. We can cover the stripes ourselves,
Yeah.
and it should last 5 to 7 years.
Is it on black or is it on the green?
Black.
It's on black. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess, and do they, so they own all of that? The country club does? Okay.
I mean, it comes right up to the door. And
Okay.
the problem is, it's right outside of the open floor.
Yeah.
And I'm just, yeah.
Are we getting complaints? Has anyone gotten a complaint?
Elizabeth wants to be a good person and not complain, and she's a Pilates person, so she doesn't want to do anything.
They don't, someone wants to complain, but they ask, when we ask them, would they mind it being there? Yes, they would mind it being. And the community center would also would not mind.
Okay. When you speak to, is it Annette?
It's a net, so I didn't want to send a letter, I didn't want to do anything, she was going to review until we talk about it.
What's the, I guess like the question is, what's the context of the question? Are we saying this was done improperly, it was done against the town wishes, we would like to fix that? So she's aware of what we're trying to do?
Yes.
So, okay. As long as she's aware of what we're trying to do, while we're trying to do it.
She's very aware of the circumstances of it.
Okay, well, we'll leave that on here until we get resolved.
Okay, and do you want to handle that with chief? Like I said, I didn't want to step over. It's up to you. I mean,
Just ask Chief if he's dealing with it, or if he wants to, or if he wants us to. Doesn't matter to me who's,
right.
is he?
Okay, yeah, he is.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
do that.
That's fine. So we're leaving that with Chief.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Cottonwoods at stop 16. This is a new one. So Joy, I think you have more details on it than anyone.
Everyone, I was at Spartan's the, a branch down on CJ Evans. Yeah,
Was it the branch, like the big branch that he's been talking about, or was it a different branch?
it was, well, the angle was shot from the.
Yeah, I know, I saw.
Tom said it wasn't very big.
Yeah.
That's all I know, and see if it's something.
Yeah.
And I found, anyway, I called a Christian, because that's who we have dealing with those trees. He came out immediately, we did $800 worth of trimming and cleaning stuff up on his deck. And, gave me a proposal for an additional $2,800 of trimming. The tree is so tall, to go up there, he needs that really good equipment. And, of course, we're not going to do that because CJ sent out an email to all South City residents and wanted to get together and talk about these trees. I sent an email saying where we're at as a department, where we have. Everyone that's responded so far has been in favor of the compliments.
Yeah,
And CJ said to me today, I will share the proposal with him again. And the proposal doesn't specifically say we're going to take down the range on around, 15 meters, so it said over his deck, we will do some significant pruning and trimming and make sure we can save it as best we can. And his comment was, so you can't tell me definitively what they're going to cut. And I said, no. And that's what we're doing.
that's fine. He has the right to cut off whatever he wants to cut off, if he would like to do that.
He has the right to cut all half off the tree order. Yeah, you can't cut a tree if you know it's gonna harm it. So you can only cut back to where you think it's gonna be safe and not kill the tree. You can't really cut back to your property line, I think that can be taken to court, maybe.
Didn't realize that. Okay, well, the ongoing saga of the Cottonwoods. Yeah, we all have trees near our homes, don't we?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, you're gonna go to that meeting and
Yes.
talk to them?
Yeah, I probably your council because most of the product is in the big.
Yeah, he's probably getting the feeling.
He's one man.
Yeah, well, that's his prerogative, but okay. Wave runners stored at beaches. I added this one. This one's interesting. I just wanted to talk about it to get it on the record more than anything, just because it was officially asked of the park board. So the club that owns Stop 21, I think they're called Stop 21 Club, they emailed us and said, can we put a boat rack on the beach? And I'm paraphrasing, of course, I don't have all the emails. I've got them on our server. But the answer I gave them was, you can't build anything on the beach that would be in the public trust because the natural ordinary high water mark at 21 doesn't exist. Therefore, it goes up to your seawall, base of the seawall. And so if you build anything north of the seawall, that's on the public trust and you're not able to do that. That's where it stops. I said you could build it up on top of the seawall because that's what you own, but you can't dig into the sand there because the geogrid there, you can't anchor anything into the sand because it would disrupt the seawall, which Bruce was very clear about. So where we are with that is he just thanked me for my opinion and that was about it. I also informed him that same week was the week we had a big storm from the north. Water went all the way up to that seawall. If they would have had boats down there, they all would have been gone. And that's dangerous and it's costly and it's nonsensical, really. So that's what got me started on when I'm walking up and down the beach. More and more residents are storing wave runners all up and down the beach. And it starts really about at 20 and it just goes down to 14. Some people have 2, some people have 3, some people have 1. We've got 2 or 3 of those big arching mechanical lift devices with motors on the wheels that drive the things on and off. People park their ATVs on the beach during the day and then they put them back in their house. That's their prerogative, right, to do that. But people that are leaving wave runners on the public trust, it's just becoming more and more of a thing. So we have had a person ask us, what's our say on that? What can we do about that? I was interested in that also. So I contacted the DNR and I got a hold of the chief of the DNR and he actually responded to me, which I was surprised about. And his response was, again, paraphrasing, you can't park motorized vehicles, boats, motorized trailers, things like that on the public trust. That's true. We agree with you on that, but we don't know who enforces that. So they don't know if it's supposed to be the state police, if it's supposed to be the DNR, if it's supposed to be the town of Long Beach. So I just made my assessment of it and told him, look, it feels to me like since that's public trust, that's not the jurisdiction of Long Beach. That would be something the DNR should be handling. And if you don't think it's the DNR, then it's got to be some other state entity. And if there isn't one, then we have a problem. There's a big void there. And if people start to feel like they can store anything they want down there, they will. It's the dogs on planes scenario. Everybody's bringing their dogs on planes now. We got, pygmy horses and you name it coming on airplanes. We're going to eventually have full boats down there parked on the beach because no one's doing anything about it. So I'm going to keep harping on him. He said he had to get a ruling from downstate about who patrols that. I got a number for the dispatch. I got an email for this person. And if we don't get resolution and people still talk about it and it's still getting worse and worse, we'll just start emailing, getting multiple people to email him until we drive him nuts. But somebody needs to do something about the wave runners parked on the beach.
Thank you. And there have been 2 people that have reached out to me. I asked them to send an email to the park board, but I know that the other things happen, like on one person's house and a few other things. So, but again, we're just, like you said, want to make it clear that people are asked and people are noticed and people are mentioned.
Yeah. And I haven't been here for 20 years or anything, but I've been here long enough and it's getting worse and worse every year to me. And that's just my route. I walk on that beach every single day. And you don't see it you don't see it towards the east because there's not enough beach to do it. But there is a lot of stuff sat at 28, but it's all up in the brush above the natural ordinary high water mark on people's private property, not parked on the beach. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to know what I told the Stop 21 Club, because it's going to come up again. And that we're at least asking the DNR to do something about it. So that is it for new business. And we've got the person that was on the line, I don't think is here anymore. And two public people here. You guys have any comments for us before we close?
You guys are sort of public.
Your honorary members.
Yeah. I have been interested in volleyball, that I know there's another,
Formal.
I thought there's another session starting in July. Is that full or would you like me to put something on next?
Go ahead and put it on. I don't know if it's full, I kind of doubt it, but it can't hurt. Just because to remind people that we're doing it, that it's there, maybe it will say, oh, I'll do next year or whatever. I don't know. I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I haven't talked to Ross either. So I don't know if it's completely full, but I would post it anyways. Thank you.
You can put something on Facebook too if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
If you haven't already, I don't know if you did or not, but. Okay, any other public comments? All right, all in favor?
Bye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.